Daily Show. There we go. Daily Show on a Friday. 20th day of March falls on, and I hope you guys are having a great start to your day. If you're like me, your allergies are just getting to you today. We got a busy show, but breaking just a couple of minutes ago, and really just sad news to report. Chuck Norris has died after the medical emergency that was suffered that was reported on yesterday. Legendary actor Chuck Norris has died after being hospitalized in Hawaii following that medical emergency. The 86-year-old icon was hospitalized on the Hawaiian island of Kauai. His family confirmed his death in a social media post. Here's what they said. While we would like to keep the circumstances private, please know that he was surrounded by his family and was at peace. His family's statement continues, we know many of you heard about his recent hospitalization, and we are truly grateful for the prayers and support sent his way. As we grieve this loss, we kindly ask for privacy for our family during this time. The emergency happened a week after Norris's birthday when the star posted a video on social media showing him sparring with his physical trainer. You can see more details on this through our AP partnership at RiverBender.com /AP. We will take you to top of the hour news here momentarily. Here's who will be on our show today. Lynn Venhaus will join us, PopLifeSTL. She is a Rotten Tomatometer critic. She'll give us a review of the Oscars and more. And then, really cool at 10:10, we're going to be talking to Bubba Pauli. We're going to be talking all things Supercross. He was the Supercross in the Supercross Championship 450SX class and a native of Edwardsville. So we'll talk about all of that and now how he is also the owner and team manager of MADD Parts Kawasaki and what to expect when Supercross comes to town. We got a busy show for all of you guys today, but like I said, top of the hour news now, and wanted to jump in with that breaking news alert just a few moments ago regarding Chuck Norris dying after that hospitalization. Here's what we're following on this Friday morning. Madison County prosecutors have filed a Class X felony charge against Spencer G. Freimeyer of Woods River, accusing him of sending an email to Illinois State Senator Erica Harris threatening violence. Authorities say that on March the 14th, a message stated he intended to start killing police officers and local government and also threatened to kill the senator. Freimeyer faces counts of making terroristic threats and electronic harassment. He was taken into custody by Woods River Police on March the 17th and does remain jailed. Prosecutors have asked the court to deny pretrial release, citing public safety concerns. A judge ordered him to be held pending a detention hearing. We'll keep you updated as more details on that serious case do emerge. A two-vehicle crash in Jerseyville Thursday afternoon left multiple people injured after one vehicle overturned at the intersection of Illinois 16 and June Street. Jerseyville Police Major John Wilmsburg said officers were called at 1:01 p.m. and found a white Nissan Altima and a blue Dodge Grand Caravan involved in the collision. Police say the Nissan was traveling north on June and failed to yield, striking the Dodge that it was headed west on Illinois 16 into Jerseyville. Injuries were described as non-life-threatening. 2 people were transported by ambulance. The Madison County Board voted March the 18th to deny a special use permit for Arena Libra's proposed commercial solar facility in Namioki Township near Granite City. The Zoning Board of Appeals recommended rejection, while the Building and Zoning Committee supported approval with conditions, including a 200-foot setback, added tree buffering, and decommissioning bond, and a $100,000 county donation. Area Representative Denise Weihart raised concerns about building in a flood zone and questioned runoff plans near nearby homes and a detention pond. Supporters argued panels could reduce flooding. The failed vote drew applause. Leaders urged lobbying state lawmakers for further guidance. Also in the news, the Alton Community School District has appointed Alton High School graduate Tyler Hamilton as the new athletic director. District leaders said Hamilton does bring experience in both high school and college athletics, along with strong ties to the community. Hamilton earned a bachelor's degree in communication with a sports management minor from Culver Stockton College and a master's in athletic administration from William Woods University. On March the 20th, Hamilton said AHS athletics helped him earn a college scholarship and become a first-generation college graduate. How cool. He plans to support today's Redbirds, and he succeeds and builds on Chris Kacernik's foundation during his tenure. As of March the 20th, Alton's North Elementary School has raised more than $5,100 for the Light the Night campaign, surpassing last year's $4,850 record. That's incredible. The 3-week fundraiser supports Blood Cancer United, formerly the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and teaches students about teamwork, compassion, and giving back. Activities include themed dress-up days, Smenschel sales led by Student Council, and a $1 duct tape fundraiser where students tape a staff member to the wall. Community partners donated supplies and prizes, including duct tape and pizza, while one 4th grader helped spark a $700 gift. More details available in the news story at RiverBender.com/news. A Madison County jury convicted 52-year-old Granite City resident Victor Danson of residential burglary, aggravated battery, and threatening a public official after jurors deliberated less than an hour. Prosecutors say Danson used a screwdriver on March the 4th, 2025 to break into an ex-girlfriend's Benton Street home and was found in her bed when she returned. She changed the locks and set traps, fearing him. Police said he kicked a responding officer and threatened to kill him. Video captured him saying very specific and graphic details that I'm not going to go into. Sentencing's pending. He faces up to 30 years in prison. If you or anyone you know is in a situation like that, just know that help is available. And there's more resources at RiverBender.com/news on how you can get that help. Let's take a quick break and look at weather. It's 56 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 63 out there. Today, mostly sunny and very warm. Breezy this afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy. Air quality at 87, which is moderate. Mold counts are low, and the tree levels are moderate today, too. Temperatures reach 84 degrees, drop down to 50 overnight as we head into Saturday. On Saturday, a high of 80, a low of 60 degrees, and on Sunday, a high of 85, a low of 40. On Monday, a high of 55, a low of 40, and then on Tuesday, a high of 58, a low of 41. No rain, just sun, clouds, and some pretty darn good weather for the next 3 days, and, I'll take Monday and Tuesday. You can't go wrong with that. We're coming up on 9:15 here in downtown Alton. We're going to come back and chat it up with Lynn Venhaus right after this on RiverBender.com and Roku TV. I'm excited to hear her take on the Oscars and her thoughts, too, really, on the news about Chuck Norris. You guys stay there. We'll be right back.
At Vitality Women's Clinic, you'll find the care you deserve. We offer confidential, no-cost pregnancy testing, ultrasounds, and STI testing. Our team is here to listen, support you, and help you understand your options without pressure or judgment. Walk in or make an appointment today. Call 618-466-1690 or visit vitalitywomensclinic.org. Vitality Women's Clinic, clear answers, real support.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
Firearms training shouldn't feel intimidating. At Precision Point Armory in Bethalto, we focus on safety, confidence, and real-world skills. Whether you're new or renewing your concealed carry, you'll get professional instruction without pressure. Learn safe handling, sound decision-making, and proper techniques tailored to your experience level. If you're looking for premium firearms training in the heart of Bethalto, Illinois, call 618-779-9947 or go to precisionpointarmory.net and train with confidence today.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
What's up, it's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Tom Wells, an assistant chief of the Godfrey Fire District. He has been a firefighter and an EMT for over 20 years. Tom is currently an instructor in the Lewis and Clark Paramedicine program and has 2 degrees from LC, fire science and nursing.
I'm Tom Wills and I'm a trailblazer.
Oh no, another bad headache?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
Firearm. Precision Point Armory in Bethalto, we focus on safety, confidence, and real-world skills. Whether you're new or renewing your concealed carry, you'll get professional instruction without pressure. Learn safe handling, sound decision-making, and proper techniques tailored to your experience level. If you're looking for premium firearms training in the heart of Bethalto, Illinois, call 618-779-9947 or go to precisionpointarmory.net and train with confidence today.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
What's up, it's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Tom Wells, an assistant chief of the Godfrey Fire District. He has been a firefighter and an EMT for over 20 years. Tom is currently an instructor in the Lewis and Clark Paramedicine program and has 2 degrees from LC, fire science and nursing.
I'm Tom Wills and I'm a trailblazer.
If you think you might be pregnant, you don't have to face it alone. At Vitality Women's Clinic, you'll find the care you deserve. We offer confidential, no-cost pregnancy testing, ultrasounds, and STI testing. Our team is here to listen, support you, and help you understand your options without pressure or judgment. Walk in or make an appointment today. Call 618-466-1690 or visit vitalitywomensclinic.org. Vitality Women's Clinic, clear answers, real support.
Show. Lynn Venhaus on the line now. Lynn, it's been a while. How are you?
Good. How are you? I'm so excited for your happy spring. You're having a good spring.
We are. We're more than ready for it, you know. And it's just we're almost a month away from all the fun, and like Jackie and I keep telling everybody, we're a month and a week away from a pretty good vacation, you know.
Yes. Well, it's the first day of spring. And before I talk about the Oscars, I wanted to say that, we're on to new movies now, and everybody needs to see Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling.
What's this one about?
This one is a science teacher who is recruited to help save the planet. And he is reluctant to go because it's basically a suicide mission. But he has help. He discovers this alien. He's not alone. And so they help each other collaborate on saving the sun. Yeah.
Well, and I see that you gave it a 95, an A- on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
We have the I pulled up the review online while you were talking about it.
So that's a good start because, first day of spring, I always have a spring in my step. And because, it's me, it involves always good new movies. And are you a Peaky Blinders fan?
I've never seen it.
Well, I was late to the party, but I adore Cillian Murphy. And oh my God, is this good? And Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man, is the film that finishes the Shelby family saga. And it is now on Netflix streaming today. So I did a deep dive into it, and it's mesmerizing.
Well, and see, that's where I'm going to have to really start getting back into is finding, because it's always hard for me, Lynn, to just because when people love a certain film or a certain franchise or you name it, it's hard for me to just jump into it because I expect so much, and then I set way too high of an expectation. But I got to try that one out.
Oh yeah, I think you really like it. It's really good storytelling. It's explosive action. It is iconic characters, and that the director said if you haven't seen the 6 seasons, because it's 36 episodes, watch the first one, the 6th episode of season 2, and then the last one, and then that'll prepare you for the film. But I just did Netflix has a bunch of tutorials like that get you up to speed, and the cast, especially Cillian Murphy, has been on kind of explaining everything. So it is okay to watch it without knowing too much, but it'll be deeper if you do. And then you can go back and do a deep dive. But yeah, whenever I haven't seen a series of like so many shows, I'm reluctant to start because it's like, well, that's 8 seasons. What am I going to do?
Well, and that's kind of how I was with, the only reason I jumped into Paradise was because I was only a season behind, and
isn't it wonderful?
Well, I watched season 2, the first episode first, and then went back and watched the first season because I hadn't seen it yet, and I loved that I did that because, man, that second season is something different.
Oh yeah, I love the above ground. I call it upstairs. The upstairs. But the first season to me was like Lost.
Yeah.
And I was a big fan of Lost. So I love the twisty turns and then the acting. And then those evil women. Oh,
they're ruthless. I mean, they are about as stone cold as you can imagine it, And it's kind of,
that's a good way to say it. Stone cold.
It's kind of been that way though. When I see a lot of these movies, once you get a really good, female antagonist going, I mean, some of these actresses really portray that mold well,
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a new face for women. I'm really tired of these these limited series. They don't call them miniseries anymore. They call them limited series, where it's like 8 episodes and it's rich women and it's first world problems and they live these glamorous lives, but there's secrets and betrayal.
Oh yeah. How many times have we pulled that one out of the filing cabinet?
I know. It's like, let's just go back to this and so if it's something different, it just really grabs you. Well, the people behind Paradise are the ones that did This Is Us.
Oh,
that
okay.
Great, yeah. And so they're very talented, I think. So that's what I look for. Good storytelling should be at the heart of everything.
Well, it should. And, as we're going back, just real quick, I know that we're past the Oscars and all of that. Any thoughts on that? Was the award show what you expected it to be? Any surprises?
Well, I think the only two sure things going into that night was K-pop Demon Hunters. And I love the K-pop Demon Hunters. It's just it's on streaming on Netflix. It's a worldwide phenomenon. The music is so catchy. Try getting it out of your head. It's just impossible. And then it's this really great story about female friendship and sisterhood and carving your own identity. And so, plus the anime, it's one of the great anime films, but it's really, what I liked about the Oscars was they got to perform, which was great, but it had a very international feel on Sunday night. I felt like different cultures were represented, and that was really nice to see. This talent represented. But and then the other sure thing was Jessie Buckley as Best Actress for Hamnet. That movie is now streaming on Peacock, and it is based on William Shakespeare's real life. And he and his wife lost a son, but this is a fictional account of that and how he was inspired to write Hamlet. Wow. Now, her performance is just incredible. And I don't really say amazing a lot because I think it's overused, but she gave one of the all-time great performances. And she's the first Irish actor to win.
Wow, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, how about that? But she's a good actress. If you've seen her in anything, she just is just wonderful. So I was happy. And then it was going to be a big battle between Sinners and One Battle After Another. Have you seen those?
I have. I keep, it's on my list, and Jackie keeps yelling at me at home because we got to make time for them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I understand that. Well, they both had well, Sinners broke records with 16 nominations, and then One Battle After Another had like 14 or 15. But Paul Thomas Anderson, the director of One Battle After Another, he's made 11 films. He is what they call in the biz an auteur, because he's got a specific point of view, and guys love his movies. And this one had a lot of energy to it. It was like very feverish dream. But what I liked about it was the daddy-daughter story. That was my favorite aspect. But I do think that cast was incredible. And don't you think Benicio del Toro might be the coolest guy on the planet?
Yeah, there are people that have that vibe to them, and it's walk into a desert and cool it off by 10 degrees,
I know. And then Leonardo DiCaprio, he hasn't been that good in years, I think. I mean, it was just really electric, and it's just about these past revolutionaries, and the women are great in it. And so Sean Penn won his third Oscar, and he wasn't there because he was over in Ukraine. But it's really hard to win 3. So I was a little surprised about that, but he did give probably the best performance.
I don't know if it was as good as Jess Piccoli, though. I don't know if he can ever top.
Oh my God! Yeah,
that's one of my favorite movies.
Oh, I know. Well, he's just remarkable. Like in Mystic River.
Oh yeah.
And then in when he won for Milk, but then when he played the mentally challenged guy that was raising the daughter, I Am Sam.
Oh yeah.
And
Dead Man Walking was good too. That he was in. I thought that was a great movie.
Oh, he was. He's just all in. He just is one of those actors who just goes for it. And he played in his early days, he played Christopher Walken's son in this movie called At Close Range. And I think that was when he was married to Madonna, and she had that very big hit from that movie, that song, and I can't remember it now, but that was very chilling. Anyway, he's just great. And so he just, I guess decided that he didn't need to be there. But one of my favorite wins of the night was Michael B. Jordan. He is just a wonderful actor and so humble and grateful, and he played identical twins in Sinners. Now, Sinners and One Battle After Another are both on HBO Max streaming, so people can see them. And I know some people have a lot of problem figuring out Sinners because it's a vampire movie, but it's not really a vampire movie, if that makes sense.
Right.
It's about black people in the Jim Crow South, and it's about oppression, but it also has Irish people and Native Americans and Asian people all marginalized and oppressed, and it's about that period. And so it's the storytelling is as vampires. So some people don't understand it, and I get that. It took me 2 viewings to figure it out.
I get that.
So the acting in it is really sparkling. And I mean, he plays identical twins, and you can tell the difference between them. So I thought that was
difficult.
I thought that was a great win. But he's been acting since he was a little kid. Like, he was on The Wire, if anybody remembers that. So a lot of people remember him, as a youngster. But he and his Ryan Coogler, they have made the Creed movies together, because that's when people first noticed him, in the Creed movies. And then Ryan Coogler also made Black Panther movies. So he's a visionary director. And so he and Paul Anderson both won for screenplay. So that was good. And I think if you watch the telecast, one of the best things about it was the memorial section, the in memoriam. And when they had all these actors from Rob Reiner movies come out
Oh, that was nice. I did see that on YouTube. That was nice.
That was really nice. And then Barbara Streisand did a tribute for Robert Redford. And then Rachel McAdams did a tribute to Diane Keaton. And they were in the movie The Family Stone together. And those were beautiful tributes. I thought that was probably one of the best memorials that I've ever seen.
I thought the in memoriam was very good too. And seeing that with Billy Crystal was really, really touching for sure.
Oh, yeah, because it's still so tragic. And then apparently they asked 2 people from each cast to represent the film. And that's why you only saw so many people. Like, you didn't see Tom Cruise for a few good men. And, but I thought it was really well represented who was there. And, his movies are now being made available streaming, and so you can watch them again.
Well, he has just so many great ones. And, his role still as Jordan Belfort's dad in Wolf of Wall Street was fantastic, too. I thought that was under-recognized. He was great in a Wolf of Wall Street whenever he played Jordan Belfort's dad.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And so it's just all those little tiny all those little tiny things he did,
Well, and Lynn, as we go forward here, one thing I wanted to ask you about, how do you get a tie in the Oscars? I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, because I'm old. I remember when Katharine Hepburn and Barbara Streisand tied for Best Actress in 1969. So that, or 68.
That's a more serious tie.
Yeah, that was the last tie. But yeah, you can. It's very rare.
Wow.
But you can. And so that was interesting.
Well, and that's what I was just kind of curious about, just to kind of, circle back to the Oscars, because that was the one headline I saw, and how do you do that? And, Lynn, real quick, too, it's really sad to hear, Chuck Norris passed away, and you said there's a lot of people weighing in on that as well right now.
Well, there's so many people that are living to their 80s and 90s, but we've lost quite a number of greats.
Yeah.
I mean, Robert Duvall last year, and then some people were asking me why Gene Hackman wasn't included, but he was last year.
Oh.
He died right before, last year. So, but there's so many greats. It's really remarkable.
Well, it is. And, and by the way, Secondhand Lion was a great movie. I think that is still an underrated movie.
Oh, yeah.
Or Second Choice Lions, is that what that was with Robert Duvall, and they're on the farm, and the kid, is there and visits grandparents, or visits grandpa?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's...
That's what was I going to say? That I'm going to look that up really fast. The last one. Well, he's done so many great, and I did not know. I knew he went to Principia College in over in Illinois, in your territory.
Yeah, I didn't know that until a couple of weeks ago, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and then the fact that he went to high school in St. Louis, I didn't know that. So his dad was in the military. Have you ever seen The Great Santini? Oh, man, is he good in that?
He just a fantastic, performer and actor. And that's where you really hit it on the head, Lynn. I mean, we're losing a lot of really just powerhouses.
We are, but I just think that's, it's a fact of life. But the fact that they live so long and, have contributed so much to our pop culture.
Right.
I mean, that Colonel that he played in Apocalypse Now, it is Secondhand Lions. It's a great movie. Yeah, somebody told me, I haven't seen the Kevin Costner Western Open Range, but everybody talks about his performance in that too.
I'll be darned. Well, and Lynn, before I let you go, what are you looking? I know you mentioned one movie, and you mentioned one before when we were getting started about the spring. Is there anything else that's kind of on the horizon that you think that we should kind of keep our eyes and ears out for?
I think The Odyssey by Christopher Nolan's going to be tremendous. That is the Matt Damon film that comes out this summer. And then they just released the trailer to Dune 3. If anybody I love the Dune saga.
That's great. That makes it a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh, and this one, oh yeah, they need, they need that. But I think there's something for everybody. They're recognizing that it needs to be, movies to get people to the theater needs to be an event, needs to be an experience, because else we can just sit home.
Right. Well, that's so true.
With all the streaming services right now. And to me, we were talking about Paradise, and I love The Pit. I just can't express enough how much that show is so phenomenal, really. And, we can sit home and watch quality television. So what is going to get us out to the theater? So we need to have some, biggies. Anything you looking forward to?
I haven't really been keeping my head out for much. We've been kind of so focused on just getting to, April and all that fun stuff, Lynn. That's why I thought, you know what, I'm going to call Lynn, because I really did not pay as close of attention as I should. Now, a silly one that I'm excited about is the new Scary Movie. And I know that that's going to be one that everyone's like, what, really? Out of all the movies that are going on, this is one that you've been looking. I don't know why. It's just my childhood coming back to me.
Oh, well, it looks hilarious. And also, if we ever needed a laugh,
right,
in this day and age, we need it now.
That's what I was going to ask you. Did you see the James Garfield series on Netflix? I thought that was pretty darn good.
Yes. Yes. Michael Shannon is fantastic. Always good. And Matthew McFadden is wonderful. And so I think that you cannot go wrong with those. And it was nice because it was short.
Right.
But it was full of information. I love when something teaches me things I don't know.
Well, and that too. And I also thought it was really fascinating that they could make, as short of a presidency as that was, so interesting in the episodes they had, because, within the context of the events that happened, I thought they did a great job. I really did. It was really good.
Oh yeah. Well, the limited series are just jam packed with prestige A-list stars all the time now.
Is it just because Netflix and all those streaming services or that produce their own stuff are getting so big? Is that what it is? They can just afford it?
I guess. And now, remember when cable first came out, they were promised, no commercials, and then look at that. And then now streaming, everybody's going to the streaming services, and then they promise, and now we're watching commercials.
Did you see the refrigerator, Lynn? The $3,000 refrigerator?
No.
It has a TV on it on one side of the screen. So you spend the $2,500 or $3,500, and then they play ads on it.
Oh no.
And they couldn't turn the ads off. The people that bought these refrigerators, there was no setting on them to turn ads off. So they bought this refrigerator and are still having to watch ads.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, it's a whole new world now, and every day I'm just I'm amazed, but I still can learn new things. Well, you have a 16-month-old, so I know she's too young for Zootopia 2, but I wanted to mention
that was fantastic. I loved it. I loved the first one. That was one of my favorite animated movies, and I don't know why it hit me, but the second one was great.
Oh, I know. All those voices, like Andy Samberg. I didn't even know he was in it, but all these great voices were in that. But the Zootopia, when the first movie came out in 2016, it won the Oscar. And I was fortunate to interview the two directors. And one of them had worked on The Simpsons, and the other one, he went on to win an Oscar for Encanto. And so he's Byron Howard. He's a genius. And Rich Moore, they did so much research on all these animals, and it was so clever. And then Jason Bateman, he's another one. He just can immerse himself in these characters, and so he was really funny as Nick Wilde, that sly fox. And then Idris Elba is the police chief, and then Jennifer Goodwin is so good as Judy Hopps. And just how the population of Zootopia, where the rabbits live, it just keeps, exploding with all these little sly jokes. And that's what I love about the Zootopia world. And then this one, it got a story. I will say I think for the littles, it's probably a little bit more complicated, but it's really good for adults because it's more of a mystery that's involved with the snake population, which I thought was really good. And if you distill it down to, mistreatment of others,
right?
Being a fear of others. But didn't you love Patrick Warburton as the mayor? The horse that was in movies.
Oh yeah, that was great. It was great.
I know, and he had a movie like when they were going Mayor so and so, star of Say Nay, and it's like, oh my God, every little thing was a little joke.
Well, I just thought it was so good. Every minute, and I felt like the movie was fast too. I hate when an animated movie takes forever to get into, but when I just felt with this one, it was just boom, 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 boom.
Oh, I know. Well, that's one of my things. It's now some of these movies are so loud and colorful, and it's like on this warp speed. You don't know. Oh, The Bad Guys 2. I highly recommend Bad Guys 2. It's going to be coming out on streaming very soon. And Sam Rockwell plays the leader of the gang. And I love Sam Rockwell. So if you have littles and you stay home, that's a good one. If you haven't seen Bad Guys 1, I think this one is better. But they're both really, really, really good.
Fantastic.
So,
well, how's life at PopLifeSTL?
Well, we just announced the Fox theater season, Fabulous Fox, and that's coming up. And then everybody's excited about the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child play that's coming to St. Louis next week. So, if everybody likes Harry Potter, I think the tickets are selling really, really well.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So anyway, it's always fun to talk to you, CJ, and I will be seeing you soon.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see you, Lynn. Seriously, and I just want to thank you always for calling in. And whenever I ask if you have some time, it means a lot.
Okay. Well, thank you. And anytime, it's always fun to talk to you.
We'll link this in a write-up on RiverBender.com. You can find out more by going to PopLifeSTL.com and seeing what Lynn and the team are up to. And you can also listen to Lynn in about a half hour on the Big 550.
Yes, I'll be talking about all the new movies and what's on streaming right now.
Nice. Have fun.
Thank you. You take care.
We'll take a quick break. More Daily Show next.
If you think you might be pregnant, you don't have to face it alone. At Vitality Women's Clinic, you'll find the care you deserve. We offer confidential, no-cost pregnancy testing, ultrasounds, and STI testing. Our team is here to listen, support you, and help you understand your options without pressure or judgment. Walk in or make an appointment today. Call 618-466-1690 or visit vitalitywomensclinic.org. Vitality Women's Clinic, clear answers, real support.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
Firearms training shouldn't feel intimidating. At Precision Point Armory in Bethalto, we focus on safety, confidence, and real-world skills. Whether you're new or renewing your concealed carry, you'll get professional instruction without pressure. Learn safe handling, sound decision-making, and proper techniques tailored to your experience level. If you're looking for premium firearms training in the heart of Bethalto, Illinois, call 618-779-9947 or go to precisionpointarmory.net and train with confidence today.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
What's up, it's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Tom Wells, an assistant chief of the Godfrey Fire District. He has been a firefighter and an EMT for over 20 years. Tom is currently an instructor in the Lewis and Clark Paramedicine program and has 2 degrees from LC, fire science and nursing.
I'm Tom Wills, and I'm a trailblazer.
Oh no, another bad headache?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
Firearms training shouldn't feel intimidating. At Precision Point Armory in Bethalto, we focus on safety, confidence, and real-world skills. Whether you're new or renewing your concealed carry, you'll get professional instruction without pressure. Learn safe handling, sound decision-making, and proper techniques tailored to your experience level. If you're looking for premium firearms training in the heart of Bethalto, Illinois, call 618-779-9947 or go to precisionpointarmory.net and train with confidence today.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
What's up, it's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Tom Wells, an assistant chief of the Godfrey Fire District. He has been a firefighter and an EMT for over 20 years. Tom is currently an instructor in the Lewis and Clark Paramedicine program and has 2 degrees from LC, fire science and nursing.
I'm Tom Wills, and I'm a trailblazer.
If you think you might be pregnant, you don't have to face it alone. At Vitality Women's Clinic, you'll find...
I forgot my buttons don't work today. Daily Show. Your news brief now at 9:56. Here's what you need to know. Great conversation with Lynn Venhaus, all the way back. Heck. Well, I've known Lynn for quite some time now. All righty. Download the RiverBender.com app today. You'll never miss out. You can join myself and the region that's in the know. And plus, with Around the Riverbend, that daily email update, you can stay up to date Monday through Saturday. Join 72,000 plus with your daily dose of local news, sports, classified events, and with our partnership with the Associated Press, national and statewide news, all at the touch of a button. Belleville police say they're increasing enforcement in and around city parks Saturday, tomorrow, March the 21st, and that's after last weekend's large gathering at Citizens Park included reckless driving near bystanders, fights, reports of possible firearms, and an officer being battered. Here's what we know. The department says it is aware of a social media promoted event planned at Citizens and Bellevue Parks and stresses the gatherings are not permitted or authorized by the city of Belleville and will not be allowed. Officers will be on scene to enforce ordinances and protect public safety. Police also warn about liability if minors violate curfew or break the peace. More details available on the story at RiverBender.com/news. The Madison County Board somewhat split on this decision. The Madison County Board voted March the 18th to deny a special use permit for Arena Libra Solar's proposed commercial solar facility in Namioki Township near Granite City. The Zoning Board of Appeals recommended rejection, while the Building and Zoning Committee supported approval with conditions, including a 200-foot setback and at a tree buffering, along with the decommissioning bond and a $100,000 county donation. Area Representative Denise Weihart raised concerns about building in a flood zone and questioned runoff nearby homes and detention ponds. Supporters argued panels could reduce flooding. The failed vote drew applause. Leaders urged lobbying state lawmakers. More details available at riverbender.com/news. The biggest news story of the last 24 hours on our news site is right here in Madison County and Woods River. Madison County prosecutors have filed a Class X felony charge against Spencer Freimeyer of Wood River, accused of sending an email to Illinois State Senator Erica Harris threatening violence. Authorities say that March the 14th, the message stated he intended to kill police officers and local government and also threatened to kill the senator. Freimeyer faces counts of making a terrorist threat and electronic harassment. He was taken into custody by Wood River Police on March the 17th and remains jailed. Prosecutors have asked the court to deny pretrial release, citing public safety concerns. A judge ordered him held pending a detention hearing. We'll keep you updated when more details on that case do emerge. Alton's North Elementary School has raised more than $5,100 for the Light the Night campaign, surpassing last year's $4,800 record. The 3-week fundraiser supports Blood Cancer United, formerly the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. It teaches students about teamwork, compassion, and giving back. Activities included themed dress-up days, mental sales led by student council, and a $1 duct tape fundraiser where students tape a staff member to the wall. Community partners donated supplies and prizes, including duct tape and pizza, while one 4th grader helped spark a $700 gift. More details on that incredible story await you in the news section of our website. Finally, in the news brief here as we go into the 10 o'clock hour, Jersey Community High School freshman Luca Derrick has been named the March 2026 Medford Wealth Management Student of the Month for his steady excellence in academics and athletics. A multi-sport student athlete, Derrick has competed in basketball, tennis, and cross country, and this season he sets a new personal record in a 3-mile race with a time of 18:29. That's incredible. Geography teacher and coach Shelley Diamond praises his all-in mentality, noting his grit, focus, and respectful communication in class and in competition. Principal Thomas Leslie added that Derek gives 100% and consistently lifts up others. More details on that available in our Student Spotlight section of the website. Let's take a look at weather. 63, but it feels like 70. You know, it's going to be beautiful out there. Mostly sunny today, very warm and breezy this afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy. Air quality right now is at 87, which is moderate. The mold counts are low at 3250, and the tree pollen indexes are moderate today, too. As for the next 3 days, we are sitting at 80 degrees. Is it June or March? You know, I love this. A high 83 on Friday, a low of 48. On Saturday, a high of 80, a low of 60. On Sunday, a high of 85, a low of 40. And then Monday, we're back to reality. A high of 54, a low of 40 degrees. And then on Tuesday, a high of 60 and a low of 42. No rain in the forecast, no clouds in the sky. Just enjoy some breezy conditions and beautiful weather for this weekend. Hey, you know, it's time to call Michael Ryan Exteriors. It's the perfect weekend for someone to come to your house and get your job done for you. I mean, listen, I told you a month ago. I have been telling you about this because we're friends. You know, like I honestly feel a connection here. I've been here for 3 years. I feel like if you were still watching me, you know, you're invested. You know, there's things at your house that you got to do every darn year. When that sun starts to come back out in the sky and the days become longer, and that gives you no more excuses to not get nothing done outside. Well, you know, sometimes you just need a jump start. Do you even know how to do it? Because I sure as hell don't. And ain't no YouTube video going to teach me. That is not for me. I saw one the other day where they took ramen and packed it into a car and then sanded it and painted over it. Don't think that's the right way to do it. So instead of taking the chance on bad YouTube tutorials, taking the chance on finding somebody that just knocked on your door because the storms came in and they want to rip you off, try somebody that's trusted and true in the Metro East by homeowners and commercial building owners for over 20 years. That's Michael Ryan Exteriors, home exteriors with a craftsman's touch. Go ahead, go to RiverBender.com/weather because Michael Ryan Exteriors is the sole sponsor of Riverbender's Weather. For our entire platform there, they'll even give you home tips. Like today's home tip is time to plan repairs before they're urgent. If you have something you've been putting off, give them a call. Get them out there, or just go to RiverBender.com/weather. Click on the Get a Free Quote tab. You can also go directly to MichaelRyanExteriors.com. MichaelRyanExteriors.com. Hey, quick break. Will Buffer come back for a few minutes? I have something on my mind about this story out of Woods River, you know, and we'll come back and talk about that, and then talk all things Supercross. You stay there, and I'll be here, RiverBender.com, Roku TV.
If you think you alone. At Vitality Women's Clinic, you'll find the care you deserve. We offer confidential, no-cost pregnancy testing, ultrasounds, and STI testing. Our team is here to listen, support you, and help you understand your options without pressure or judgment. Walk in or make an appointment today. Call 618-466-1690 or visit vitalitywomensclinic.org. Vitality Women's Clinic, clear answers, real support.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu. When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Tom Wells, an assistant chief of the Godfrey Fire District. He has been a firefighter and an EMT for over 20 years. Tom is currently an instructor in the Lewis and Clark paramedicine program and has 2 degrees from LC, fire science and nursing.
I'm Tom Wills, and I'm a trailblazer.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Firearms training shouldn't feel intimidating. At Precision Point Armory in Bethalto, we focus on safety, confidence, and real-world skills. Whether you're new or renewing your concealed carry, you'll get professional instruction without pressure. Learn safe handling, sound decision-making, and proper techniques tailored to your experience level. If you're looking for premium firearms training in the heart of Bethalto, Illinois, call 618-779-9947 or go to precisionpointarmory.net and train with confidence today.
If you think you might be pregnant, you don't have to face it alone. At Vitality Women's Clinic, you'll find the care you deserve. We offer confidential, no-cost pregnancy testing, ultrasounds, and STI testing. Our team is here to listen, support you, and help you understand your options without pressure or judgment. Walk in or make an appointment today. Call 618-466-1690 or visit vitalitywomensclinic.org. Vitality Women's Clinic, clear answers, real support.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu. When you need a project done right, on budget, and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome back. Daily show on a Friday morning. 10's the time, or 10:12 is. We should be talking to Bubba Pauli here in a couple of minutes. Really excited. Supercross is coming to the Dome at America and America Center, and we're going to get all the details in a couple of minutes' time. And really just get to know Bubba a little bit more, and MADD Parts Kawasaki. Really excited about that conversation. And you know, we're waiting on that. With that being said, make sure you sign up for your free account on RiverBender.com, and you can be a part of all the things that are happening in the community. A ton of stuff happening. We got a lot on our community calendar. And you really can find all these great things to do throughout the community. It's a great thing to be a part of. RiverBender.com/events. Easter's coming up. All those spring events where you can get out and be a part of things in the community right there on your app and on your free account. By the way, free. We don't just go, oh, it's free, but then if you want to do this, it's a little bit extra. You know, we don't do that to you. You know what's crazy? I was just telling Jackie this. I just got my hair cut, and I feel like I got to get it cut again. You know? It's driving me crazy. Like I said, we're going to wait on that conversation with Supercross. And see where it goes. Why don't we do this? Here's a couple of things I found that I can fill you in on. Yeah, we're still waiting on that. So why don't we do this? I'll just go ahead and tell you about a couple of things that I saw, and we'll just kind of jump through the script a little bit. So listen to this. And this is out of Florida. Let me tell you about this story, and then we'll take a break and see if we can connect here on the Supercross interview. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and wait for that. Happens during a live show, and really appreciate Julie for setting up that conversation. But the patient in room 373 is refusing to leave. Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare, earlier this month sued the patient, saying she has refused to depart her hospital room since being discharged last October. The hospital also asked a state judge in Tallahassee for an injunction ordering the patient to vacate the hospital room and authorizing the county sheriff's office to assist if necessary. Now, what is this all about? The hospital said that resources have been diverted from helping other patients because of her occupation of the room. This is incredible. Now, according to the lawsuit, the woman admitted to the hospital for medical treatment and formal discharge order was issued October 6th. It was determined that she no longer needed acute care services. The hospital repeatedly made efforts to coordinate her departure with family members and offered transportation to obtain necessary identification. Rachel Givens, an attorney for the hospital, said Wednesday that the hospital had no comment. Spokeswoman Macy Lanton said the hospital couldn't discuss active legal matters in response to emailed questions, including about what type of identification the patient needed. The lawsuit doesn't say what the patient was treated for, what her hospital bill was. I could only imagine. Wow. Or how she was able to stay at the hospital for more than 5 months before being discharged. No attorney was listed for the patient who's representing herself. And just a fascinating story here. The phone numbers listed in an online database for the patient were disconnected. No one answered the phone when a call was put through to her hospital room. An online court hearing on the lawsuit is scheduled for the end of this month. Now, under the Federal Emergency Medical Treatment and Labor Act, say that one 5 times fast like I just did, hospitals that receive Medicare funds must provide treatment that stabilizes anyone coming into an emergency department with an emergency medical condition. If the patient doesn't have their insurance or the ability to pay, hospitals can be investigated by federal centers for Medicare Medicaid services for violations. The patients can be discharged when the clinicians have determined that any further care can be provided as an outpatient service. Wow. I mean, who would want to stay at the hospital for that long? You know, and I think that's the bigger question. You know, I mean, yeah, it's an interesting and wild case to have a hospital sue you to leave. But why? You know? I mean, I think... So, I don't know. I think there's a bigger question there. I mean, as wild as a news story that is, I saw it today, this morning, before I did started the show, and I wanted to fill you in on it. But to me, that's just secondary. The hospital's suing. There's obviously a reason this woman doesn't want to go home. Or is there even a home to go to? You hear me out on that? I mean, like, let's ask some questions. Okay. Before we take a quick break, we are waiting for the conversation with Bubba Pauli, Supercross. I got to talk to you guys. I mean, what are your thoughts here as, we have some time about this latest out of Woods River? I just had a conversation with somebody the other day. You know, we're living in a world of false realities, of no accountability, and of being as wild as you want to prove a point. It's just the way it goes. And you can tell me I'm wrong. You can say, CJ, you're being way over dramatic on this. I'm not. What I'm getting at, I mean, you see it all the time on Facebook. Someone acts absolutely ignorant and like a fool, and you and I both know they'd never say half the things in public because it just wouldn't work. Well, before we take a break, the latest article out of Woods River where you're threatening state senators and you're doing things like this, the problem I have is it kind of leads to the point of if you start making it to where it's just where you have to check your shoulder and all you're doing is just working on state legislation. I mean, what message is that? To me, you're going to get rid of the normal everyday people. And I'm not saying that, folks don't sign up for a certain amount of risks for running for office. That's totally not the argument. My argument is, though, and this is why I wanted to get your text questions going earlier. I will do that now and then take a quick buffer and we'll come back with this next conversation, is just you can't sit there and tell me that, the people and the senator that is in question is one of the most hardworking senators. It doesn't matter if you're vote left or right. I mean, bipartisan, comes across, does whatever you need. if we start getting it to a point where those individuals are scared, you're going to have extremes on every side of the island coming in and being a part of it. I don't know, just my thought today. And we'll come back and talk about it after this conversation here at 10:50, and I'll give you my full-on monologue here to wrap up the weekend soapbox moment, but I got a cool conversation. Let's take a break, and we'll come back with more 10:20. Daily Show continues right after this on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.
Firearms training shouldn't feel intimidating. At Precision Point Armory in Bethalto, we focus on safety, confidence, and real-world skills. Whether you're new or renewing your concealed carry, you'll get professional instruction without pressure. Learn safe handling, sound decision-making, and proper techniques tailored to your experience level. If you're looking for premium firearms training in the heart of Bethalto, Illinois, call 618-779-9947 or go to precisionpointarmory.net and train with confidence today.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
What's up? It's my Keith. What's up, bro? What's good, my guy? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Tom Wells,
an assistant chief of the Godfrey Fire District. He has been a firefighter and an EMT for over 20 years. Tom is currently an instructor in the Lewis and Clark Paramedicine program and has 2 degrees from LC, fire science and nursing.
I'm Tom Wills, and I'm a trailblazer.
If you think you might be pregnant, you don't have to face it alone. At Vitality Women's Clinic, you'll find the care you deserve. We offer confidential, no-cost pregnancy testing, ultrasounds, and STI testing. Our team is here to listen, support you, and help you understand your options without pressure or judgment. Walk in or make an appointment today. Call 618-466-1690 or visit vitalitywomensclinic.org. Vitality Women's Clinic, clear answers, real support. If you think you might be pregnant, you don't have to face it.
Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
Firearms training shouldn't feel intimidating. At Precision Point Armory in Bethalto, we focus on safety, confidence, and real-world skills. Whether you're new or renewing your concealed carry, you'll get professional instruction without pressure. Learn safe handling, sound decision-making, and proper techniques tailored to your experience level. If you're looking for premium firearms training in the heart of Bethalto, Illinois, call 618-779-9947 or go to precisionpointarmory.net and train with confidence today.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the new.
God, it is a day that I just do not want to be in this office. It is getting nice out there. 10:25, and super excited to have Bubba Pauli on the show. Coming up in just a couple of weeks. I can't believe we're almost there. Supercross is getting ready to be at the Dome of America Center. That name changes so many darn times. Bubba, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. We're actually down here in Birmingham, Alabama, getting ready for the race tomorrow. So a couple more weeks, we'll be the hometown in St. Louis.
Fantastic. And you take me through the circuit. I've always found that fascinating because it's definitely a marathon, not a sprint, correct?
Yeah, we raced 31 races, and the Super Motocross World Championship starts in January, ends in September. So it's a busy year every year.
Well, and if you could, for our audience, you're from Edwardsville, correct?
Yep, born and raised.
And take me through your background a little bit, within the sport, and then now where you're at in your career.
I started riding when I was 10 years old. I went to the St. Louis Supercross. At the time, I think was the Edward Jones Dome, maybe the TWA Center. I'm not sure. Back a couple generations ago, though. And I was eight years old, I think. I went with a neighbor, and man, I loved Supercross. I'm like, I want to do that even before I had a dirt bike. And I got a dirt bike for my 10th birthday. And I was no good for a long time and slowly progressed. And ended up with a vision, a dream, and a lot of determination, made my way to the professional level. I raced professional for 13 seasons. I just retired in 2025 from professional racing, but I currently own the ISRT Kawasaki race team. So I started that in 2017 throughout my professional career. So I have a full staff of mechanics, crew members, full-time riders, international riders as well. So in Edwardsville, we got a shop and a track over there. And so guys from all over the world coming in for the Super Motocross training and competing and working out of Edwardsville. It's a small world.
That's fantastic. I never even realized that. Well, and I just think it's so unique that, not even just with Super, but there's so many aspects of, someone like yourself that's able to, accomplish and then bring in, those connecting pieces right here to the Metro East. And, when you're traveling now and your position, what's the most satisfying part of the stops along the way? When you're in this, kind of administrator role now, what's your favorite part of the journey?
To be honest, there's a lot, but helping others and serving others is big for me. We got athletes from all over the world, top talent athletes. When you're bringing them in, giving them structure and a work environment that they can achieve their goals and have career best results, that's the most gratifying thing that you could possibly do in this sport. So, doing that, like I said, helping others. The crew members that we have three of our crew members are local from the St. Louis area, and giving them an opportunity to not have to travel. They travel every week, but for the home base to be local for them is a really cool opportunity as well.
Well, and it kind of takes me into this because just hearing a couple of minutes of the conversation, you go to an event and you're hook, line, and sinkered in. Is that what to me is the takeaway from so many individuals that are younger and go to that first event? It really does pull so many people in for life, whether it's from a fan's perspective or someone who wants to participate and live that dream. Is that still the atmosphere that fans and families can take away from it whenever they go by April the 4th?
100%. We deal with that with even bringing in new sponsors for the team. You try to sell something to somebody. Hey, be a part of our program, be a part of our journey, and we'll advertise for your brand and give it this awesome platform. When you get somebody at the event, it all changes.
That's the sell.
You got to be there and experience it, and it's like, oh wow, I'm sold on this. This is an amazing sport. Amazing group of young men and people that are a part of this. So yeah, experiencing it live is just, no matter where you're at in life, no matter what your role is, it's quite the experience.
And for somebody who's never been to an event around this type of atmosphere, what can fans expect?
A lot of energy, a long day when you include the Fan Fest. So Fan Fest will start around 11 a.m. and that goes till 5, and then the show starts at 5:30. So it's you don't have to go there for the whole thing, but if you want the full experience, Fan Fest, watch the qualifying, meet all the riders, get the autographs, go in the stadium at 5:30. The fireworks, opening ceremonies are just electric. St. Louis is actually our St. Jude themed race, so all the riders will have special themed gear for a St. Jude fundraiser that we do every year. So it's a really unique one-off type of event for us, and then all that stuff gets auctioned off as well. So it's a really cool experience. It's awesome that race is the St. Louis Brown, which is my hometown race. So I love racing and being a part of the hometown experience, and also for a good cause.
Well, and take me through, just that aspect of the community around Supercross and the event, because it seems like everyone's competing and everyone's on that course, but also it just seems like the community around it between teams is really strong, and you see that during those interactions before the start of those actual events.
Yeah, it's funny because when I was younger, with everything, I thought the world is so big. I've traveled the world and raced all over the world, and it's like, man, it's not as big as you used to think until you start living it. And our industry is the same way. There's a lot of the mechanics and riders, they have different contracts in different years with different teams. It's really like a family atmosphere, and the local motocross crowd is the same thing. It's just a giant family. So the kind of the brotherhood and just the integrity behind the sport and all the people involved is really cool. At the end of the day, we're all here for the love of the sport and enjoying it, going out competing, and being positive representatives for our community as well.
Absolutely. Take me back to, as you're growing up around the area, you're preparing for all this and you're training. Is there one course that you utilize the most, or one area that you utilize the most as you were preparing for races and just kind of refining the skills on the bike?
Growing up, probably Archview MX, which is just east of downtown. It's you can see the arch from the track. So I was actually there watching a friend of mine, two little buddies of mine, Dean and Easton. It was their first motocross race out there last weekend, which is our only weekend off of the series, and I went out to Archview and watched the races there. So that was cool. They actually have a practice the day after St. Louis Supercross, which is cool. So all the riders can go get hyped up watching the Supercross and then go out on the track and practice themselves. So it's cool to have little tracks close by the our home base and the Supercross race as well.
Now that you're, in this position now, do you ever see, riders do things, that you used to do yourself? Like, is it, race or pre-event rituals, or, getting, kind of just focused in that you go, did I really do those things? Has that ever happened yet? I'm just curious.
Oh yeah, every day I'm still seeing things. I'm like, why did I do that? You just get in the zone. It's like we're professional athletes, and
Right.
You get your habits and your little rituals, and yeah. At the end of the day, did it really make any difference?
What?
But hey, you want the guy to be confident. So whatever they got to do to be confident to go out there and compete at their top level, they got to do it.
And now take me through the team right now for you. How are things looking?
Pretty good. We're currently sitting 18th overall in the Premier Class Championship. So that's we'd like to be inside the top 15 with our top rider Vince Freezy. He's based out of Cape Girardeau, Missouri, so this will actually be his hometown race as well. Vince is a veteran in our sport, and he's had some really good results through his career. So it's our first year working with him. So last weekend in Indianapolis, we were 13th overall in the night. So looking to just kind of creep up in the results and creep up in the overall championship standings. We had Noah Viney, who's a Canadian-based rider, currently lives in Southern California, but he's a rookie on the East Coast here. So we're bringing him in through the 250 class, and that's a learning experience for us and for him. So, we got a veteran that's, experienced it all, and then we got a rookie that's coming in with just gaining all the experience. So it's really cool with the camaraderie and seeing those guys work together. And then obviously as a team, we're all learning every day with all of it. And then we have another international rider, Cornelius Tondel. He's based out of Norway. He'll start racing in the coming weeks. He's coming off an injury, so he's still kind of preparing and recovering, but very, very fast talent out of Europe.
Not to cut you off, man. I'm not too familiar with the sport. Is international, has that always been very affluent for your Supercross, or is that starting to develop more and more?
The pinnacle of our sport is here in the U.S. So all the the riders from all over the world look to come here, to compete with the best. But it's definitely grown. There's more and more international athletes competing at the top level in our sport. Right now our current Premier Class points leader is from Australia.
Wow.
And he's a very, very good rider. So but yeah, every corner of the globe there's athletes coming and seeking to race here. And I've also been to all corners of the world to race as well. So
right.
It's a culture melting pot.
This is so cool, man. And as you're going into the event at America Center here, has there been any game plan? Do you guys have different strategies for different courses? I'm sure everything's different whenever you go to different towns and you take into all the different courses and all the different atmospheres too that you're in. Take me through that. What's the breakdown look like? I know you can't give us your secrets, but is there some strategy that goes into this?
Well, I mean, the biggest thing is the dirt. The dirt is different every stadium we go to. Typically, it's similar to what you would see in your backyard, right? So in St. Louis, I would say we have an advantage with, that hometown dirt. Our test track in Edwardsville, the dirt is very similar to what we're going to be racing on in the dome. One thing at the dome, with being a closed roof, we won't have the weather to deal with. Here in Birmingham, it's open air stadium. Fortunately, we have, mid 80s. Sunny, dry conditions, so we're not going to have any weather to deal with. But it's common that we do have weather to deal with in different venues, and whether it's cold, extremely warm, we have to tune the bikes to it. The riders and the crew, they have to be able to adapt to all those. Every little at our level, all the little bitty things all add up to give you the the recipe you need to go out and compete at your best. So, yeah, between the dirt, the course layout, the weather. We're racing 31 weeks a year, so you're bound to have sickness and, all sorts of different things. There's a lot of issues that come in over the course of a year racing as much as we are.
Well, and that's what I was kind of curious about, because I would assume, the day of things, things happen at an event or, it take you out of commission. Have there been some of those nuances or some things that you've learned along the way that you've never thought, in this position you'd have to deal with, like, getting sick or dealing with, life happening? Have there been those moments yet that you're like, wow, add this one to the ownership bingo card here?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the list goes on and on. There's so many different things that we have to deal with. I mean, whether it's a rider, mechanics, loses a family member, and
oh yeah,
get to go out and still do their job, and obviously we give them the free will to go out and, hey, if they want to sit out today, they can sit out, like we're not going to hold anybody down for that. But still, injury, sickness, anything and everything. Sometimes there's family, girlfriend, wife, drama, and it's life. So, we all got to stick together and have each other's back. And, we're a group of men out there competing at the highest level in our sport. So yeah, there's a lot of accountability there, a lot of brotherhood and camaraderie. You got to grab the guy by the shoulder sometimes and say, hey, get your head back in the game. We're in this,
Well, and that's what it kind of leads me to, when it comes to, MADD Parts Kawasaki, the race team, is it coordinating transport? Is it doing all of that stuff that's kind of the overtaking of the day, or is it getting into the day of stuff and the in the dirt, strategies that, take up most of your day now? I'm just curious about that.
Yeah, so logistically, we've had a nightmare lately. The last month.
I'm not laughing. I shouldn't laugh. I don't laugh at you. I'm laughing with you in a way.
No, it's been tough. Our team hauler's been down in El Paso, Texas, which is a nice 18-hour drive from St. Louis. So,
wow.
Yeah, we've had to work around that, which has been very, very, very challenging. We can't really plan too far ahead because we don't know when that's going to be back and going. It's been the dealership that it's at. They've been working on it, and one issue after another. We have an electrical issue with a big hauler. It's can take some time and a lot of money to fix it, unfortunately. So our weekend off, last weekend, I actually flew to El Paso, rented a box van, unloaded everything out of our hauler, and drove it back to St. Louis on our weekend off. So my weekend was not off.
Wow.
But yeah, that's been tough because we were going from Houston to Phoenix. The hauler broke down in El Paso, which was about the halfway point. And then the next week we went to Seattle, and we came to Dallas, and then Daytona, Indianapolis. Now we're in Birmingham. So a lot of races, zigzagging across the country. Doing one of those trips is challenging enough for most people. So imagine dragging 10 adults and, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment all over the country. Some flying, some driving, and just it's very challenging. Unfortunately, I'm the guy at the top when I have to deal with and manage all that.
Man, that's
I'm collecting my points or something.
That's for sure. Well, best of luck with seriously, the logistical issue. I hope it all works out, and do mean that. And before we wrap up here, I got to ask you, when someone's coming to town for the St. Louis show, is there one local spot that you're like, you guys got to try?
I personally, I just like hometown kind of hole in the wall restaurants.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you're gonna go eat something in St. Louis, like, maybe go down to Soulard. There's some restaurants down there that, that aren't everywhere. So we travel all over the place. If I can hit local restaurants anywhere I can, I do. I don't like going to franchise places, but yeah, as far as outside of eating, I encourage all my guys go experience the City Museum at least once.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Most people think City Museum, I don't want to go there, and they go there. I had the best time ever. So, so that's something that's very unique for St. Louis. That is super cool. Of course, you got the Arch. So yeah, I think the City Museum is cooler than the Arch, though.
Oh, fantastic! 1,000%. And now, before I let you go, what's the best way to get tickets and to support you guys even after the show on April the 4th in St. Louis?
Yeah, so supercrosslive.com. You can get all the tickets and info there. Our team, sxraceteam.com is our team website. So we try to keep updated on that. We got some merchandise and stuff on there as well. So all those, every t-shirt that we sell goes towards, keeping us going racing. And, we got a lot of our sponsor and supporter information on there as well. So, yeah, takes a lot to do what we do. And, every little bit helps. So, but we're happy to do it. Even all the troubles that we've had this year, we're still out here, and it's a good thing we're racing motorcycles and not semi trucks, because if we were racing semi trucks, we'd be in trouble right now.
Yeah. Bubba, man, thanks for your time.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
We'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back with more breaking news out of East Alton. You guys stay there, and we'll be here at RiverBender.com and Roku TV.
Guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
If you think you might be pregnant, you don't have to face it alone. At Vitality Women's Clinic, you'll find the care you deserve. We offer confidential, no-cost pregnancy testing, ultrasounds, and STI testing. Our team is here to listen, support you, and help you understand your options without pressure or judgment. Walk in or make an appointment today. Call 618-466-1690 or visit vitalitywomensclinic.org. Vitality Women's Clinic, clear answers, real support.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
Firearms training shouldn't feel intimidating. At Precision Point Armory in Bethalto, we focus on safety, confidence, and real-world skills. Whether you're new or renewing your concealed carry, you'll get professional instruction without pressure. Learn safe handling, sound decision-making, and proper techniques tailored to your experience level. If you're looking for premium firearms training in the heart of Bethalto, Illinois, call 618-779-9947 or go to precisionpointarmory.net and train with confidence today.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
I said...
Welcome back. Now I can hear myself. Sorry, we're messing with audio stuff in here. Hey, we have breaking news for you guys. You guys see this on your screen here out of East Alton. This is a terrible story. A local woman is accused of stealing more than $14,000. Oh, man. Hold on here. There we go. In East Alton, a local woman is accused of stealing more than $14,000 from the East Alton Ice Arena. As an employee faces felony charges after a lengthy investigation. Here's what we know. Catherine McKeon, 39, of Alton, was charged on March the 18th with 2 Class 2 felony counts of theft or property over $10,000. From August the 29th, 2022 to April the 2nd, 2025, McKeon allegedly committed a series of acts to knowingly obtain $14,213.36 by deception from the East Alton Civic Rink Management, Inc. A press release from the Village of East Alton states the East Alton Ice Rink is a private entity that is contracted with the village for over 20 years to manage the East Alton Ice Arena. East Alton Civic Rink Management, Inc. leadership asked the East Alton Police Department to investigate embezzlement and theft by one of their employees, Catherine McKeon. The release states the case was later presented to the Madison County State's Attorney's Office after a lengthy investigation. The release concludes the village would like to commend the efforts of East Alton Police Department and the village treasurer for their time and effort in investigating this matter. All individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Breaking just a few minutes ago, an Alton woman charged with stealing over $14,000 from the East Alton Ice Arena. We'll keep you updated on RiverBender.com /news. We'll come back and wrap up this Friday next.
If you think you might be pregnant, you don't have to face it alone. At Vitality Women's Clinic, you'll find the care you deserve. We offer confidential, no-cost pregnancy testing, ultrasounds, and STI testing. Our team is here to listen, support you, and help you understand your options without pressure or judgment. Walk in or make an appointment today. Call 618-466-1690 or visit vitalitywomensclinic.org. Vitality Women's Clinic, clear answers, real support.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
Firearms training shouldn't feel intimidating. At Precision Point Armory in Bethalto, we focus on safety, confidence, and real-world skills. Whether you're new or renewing your concealed carry, you'll get professional instruction without pressure. Learn safe handling, sound decision-making, and proper techniques tailored to your experience level. If you're looking for premium firearms training in the heart of Bethalto, Illinois, call 618-779-9947 or go to precisionpointarmory.net and train with confidence today.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
What's up, it's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Tom Wells,
an assistant chief of the Godfrey Fire District. He has been a firefighter and an EMT for over 20 years. Tom is currently an instructor in the Lewis and Clark Paramedicine program and has 2 degrees from LC, fire science and nursing.
I'm Tom Wills, and I'm a trailblazer.
Oh no, another bad headache?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back. There we go. Now I can actually hear myself. Alrighty. Here we go. That's right. Back in action. I feel like I figured out the sound bed issue there. Alrighty. Thanks for hanging out with me this week. We got a good list of shows for you guys next week. Really excited about them. A lot focused on community. And I'll let the cat out of the bag. We're having some of the cast of the movie Grease on the show next week or the following week. That'll be there. Breaking news. We are working on the Robert Wadlow House story. The reason we haven't run it yet is there's so many people that you need to get in touch with, that we need to get in touch with to really make a full comprehensive story. I wanted to talk on that, and then this idiot out of Wood River, if this is really what happened. But the first one with the Wadlow House, I mean, I shared it right when it was sent to me. I put it on my Facebook. It went everywhere. There was another individual, Diana, shared it as well, and there were so many people sharing the photo. We all knew what had happened, but really to put together a story of what to do next is our objective, the news team's objective. So just so you guys are wondering about that and have asked, that's why that should be out hopefully soon, and we can really raise some awareness on that. So back into this. I mean, it bothers me when it comes to, and I was just talking to an elected official about this the other day. There's been so many, and there's been so many elevated, whether it's threats of violence, whether it's actual violence on state legislators, that, hear me out, it's going to come to a point where the normal legislators out there, and hear me out when I say normal, I'm not meaning Republican or Democrat, I'm meaning normal. The ones that don't go to the farthest extreme during the primary to rile up their side and then barely come back to the middle during the primary, right or left, don't matter. I'm talking about the normal, hardworking legislators out there, because there, believe it or not, are some. When you have things like threats of violence or awful situations happen, it becomes a question of why do it anymore. And you're going to go, oh, some of you, not all of you, are going to go, oh, CJ, that's the job because they're an elected official and they're in office, and I get it. But there's a way to do things. There's a way to express frustration. There's a way to say, hey, I didn't like how this went. But we aren't even at that point anymore. We're just, you have this letter in front of your name, or you have this letter in front of your name, so I hate you. That's it. I mean, seriously, it's gone from the days of, well, I don't like this policy because, to, well, you just have this letter in front of your name, so I'm done with you. Done. What does that create? It creates vitriol. It creates violence. It creates these moments where you have isolationists, these individuals that don't have much of a social life. They don't have, and I'm not saying that to pick on them, but when you don't have that, and then you go down these rabbit holes, it drives people crazy. And then you have situations like that, thank goodness, caught ahead of time and dealt with. But how many more of these until we realize as people, we have got to get this under control? Because what I'm fearful of are the folks that go into office every day. They don't go on, the right or left publications. They just go in to help make their district better, whatever it is. It could be a federal district, a statewide district, a local, you name it. All they do is go in to make it better. Not everything they do, people are going to agree with. That's the way it goes. I mean, it's no different than when you're growing up in your house. Your parents didn't please you 1,000% of the time, did they? And if they did, please let me know. There's going to be things that happen that you don't like, but you have to have a conversation. And everybody needs to condemn these things when they happen. Everybody. I mean, seriously, everyone needs to. There should be no thought about it. If it happens to one side or it happens to the other, both sides need to be out together, unified, saying at the end of the day, we have to condemn this because that's the only way our democracy is going to move forward, because we have to work together. I don't know. I'm just getting worried here. It worries me because when you have this level of especially at the local side of things, it becomes a point of why do it? And I'm not saying those people are at that point. I'm not saying anybody is. But I know from my perspective, if I was, I'd be asking the question. And what does that mean? Well, then you have people that go, you know what? I don't need it. And then you get these crazies running, and then it's a whole nother scenario. But both sides got to come together here. That's scary. Oh, man. Hey, we're out of time today. But that's just my thought on it, And like I said, it's not a one side or the other is better or one side or the other is who I support. Because quite frankly, I'm not even talking about that. Just talking about being good to each other. I mean, at the end of the day, all we can do is take care of ourselves. We can't focus on what, this Joneses are doing down the road. If our house is taken care of, we're good to go. I just wish we'd go back to that. Making sure we're the best human beings we can do, our family's the best shape it could be, and then helping our neighbor. I don't know. That's just me. Hey, until I talk to you Monday, try your best to stay out of jail.